Hey guys, and welcome back to Renee GTV. Today we're going to do a melon carving. I've seen quite a few of these and they're adorable. So today we're going to do a little pig out of a honeydew melon. All we need is a honeydew melon. We need a pink or red or really any color pipe cleaner that you have available. This is going to be his little tail. We're going to use some toothpicks and some little Google eyes, okay? And you can pick these up at the store with a pipe cleaner. And so we've got all that ready. We're going to take our melon, and I'm just going to figure out which side I want to be his little snout, and I think it's going to be this one right here. So it's going to be a little wobbly. We really want it to set still and be stable. So I'm going to take a knife and I'm just going to flip it over, and we're just going to cut, let's see if I can do this on camera here. We're just going to cut a very small flat section. We're not actually cutting through to the fruit or the flesh of the fruit. We're just going to cut a small portion off the bottom to set flat. And if you want to flip it over and get that additional side, you can do that. You want to make sure you have a really good knife. I'm struggling here a bit, but we got it. Okay, so there you can see he sets really nice and flat. He's stable and he's ready to go. We're going to start on our next part. Guys, so you can actually do this with a watermelon so that you have the pink fruit in the center as opposed to green, but we're just going to do this with a honey melon or the honeydew melon just to make it a bit simpler. We're going to use this portion for his little nose, and I've just taken a round cookie cutter, and it's fine if it doesn't cut through, which it may not. We're just going to take our knife and we're going to you want to make sure that you use a sharp knife, and we're just gonna cut that to the cookie cutter. Now if you don't have a cookie cutter, you can definitely use the rim of a glass. Something like that would work. And you might want to do this on a cutting board. My little one has got a really bad cough, so I'm sure you hear him in the background there. Or you can just push through. Whatever's easiest. So we have this little nose. I'm going to go answer the phone and we're going to continue on. Okay, so now all we're going to do is just, we have the front portion. This is going to be where our snout is. We're going to put on our eyes and our ears. We're going to cut about 3/4 of the way to the back of the melon, and you're just going to do a straight line across, okay? And then we're just going to cut around as well. All the way around, we're going to take this back portion out, okay? And I'm just going to finish cutting that. And then we should be able to hopefully just kind of lift him out. And there we go. We're going to use that for part of his little pieces as far as his ears and his little feet go. And we'll continue on. So let me just show you also what that looks like there. That is where we're at so far, and we'll be right back. And then I have the portion that I took out. I'm just going to run my knife right through here just so that we can remove the seeds. And you can do this however you want, but I want to save the majority of the melon, of course. Okay, so that's all we need to do. You're just going to discard that And then of course you're going to do the same thing inside the melon as well. I'll probably do that with a melon baller, and we'll be back. Okay guys, so basically all I did was take my spoon and I just went in and I scraped the seeds out. I did discard those. Now I have a small melon baller, and we're just going to place it into our melon and twist, and we're going to do that all the way into the fruit until we have all of the fruit removed from the melon. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of show you how to do that again. Just place the melon baller in and then twist it. And you can buy these at Walmart. You can buy these pretty much anywhere that you find any kind of food utensils. Just place it in and then just twist it. Okay, and again, just do that all the way through your fruit. Whoop. And don't let them jump away. If they do, grab them and get them back, because we're going to want them. We're going to fill our melon with them when we're done. I'm kind of new to this process, so if it doesn't look like it's going smoothly, it's because it's not. But that's okay, because with practice comes perfection, hopefully. And just, again, just dig in there and continue on. I'm going to go ahead and get this hollowed out to the best of my ability, and I'm going to bring you guys back and we will continue on. We'll be right back. I saw my little snout here, and we're just going to cut in a couple little lines just to make it look more like a little pig's nose. You don't have to do this, but we are going to. Again, I'm going to set that aside. I've kind of cleaned out my rind that we cut from the back of our pig, and I was thinking we may just use this square cookie cutter, and I'm just going to go straight down into the rind so that we can make his ears. Save any pieces that are left over, because you may need those for some additional areas on our little pig. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut through that rind. And then once we have that, we're just going to cut that square into a triangle, or we're going to cut it in half, okay, so that we have two triangles. That's kind of what we're going for here, so that we have some little ears for our pig. So just cut that right in half like that. If you want to clean it up a bit, you can definitely do that, depending on how big you want your little pig's ears. So I think that's probably pretty good. And then we'll do the same here. And we will do the same over here. Okay. Alright, so we have our little ears. I'm just going to set these aside, and we'll continue with our pig. Okay guys, so I've just taken the bottom portion of our melon, okay, that we've already cut into our little pig. Excuse me. And now I'm just going to kind of round off the top portion of his little foot. We're making 4 little feet here. And then once I kind of have that about the way I want it, I'm just going to cut a triangle into the bottom, okay? Now, if you wanted to, this is where you would actually use some watermelon or something like that, just so that it gives it a pink hue. But I like it like this as well. So there we have our little feet, and then we're going to have our little front feet as well. And they don't all have to be the same. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just a little triangle. Alright, so I feel pretty good with his little feet. We have his nose, we have his feet, we have his little ears. And we have our fruit already set aside as well. So there's his snout, his 4 little feet, and we're going to just kind of make this ear just a little bit more or a bit smaller so that his ears match. You do this however you like. Alright, I think we're about ready to assemble. We also have his little eyes. I went ahead and placed those on. And how you place those on are going to be entirely up to you. We're not going to eat the outside of the melon, so I did place a little bit of glue. If you give this away as a gift or you're making this for someone, you want to make sure that you let them know, one, that part's not edible, even though they should know that. Some people may not. That portion is not edible, and let them know that there is glue. Okay, that is holding that down. And if you want to straighten your edge a little bit on your melon, you can do that as well. So we're going to assemble all our pieces, and we'll be right back. Guys, now we're going to assemble we're actually going to place our ears on. I'm just going to take a toothpick and I'm going to break it in half. Again, this is something you would want to let someone know is in the melon if you plan on giving it as a gift. Okay, and we're just going to place 2 in like that, and we're just going to push them in, and there's our little ear. We're going to do the exact same thing for our other ear. Okay, and just push them in. Watch your fingers. You don't want to accidentally get a toothpick stuck in your finger. That will not be fun. Just place those on top. Just let me move them closer. Just like that. Still no, huh? There we go. We've got his ears on. Let's do his little snout. I'm going to take another toothpick and I'm just going to cut it a bit shorter. And we're just going to place those right into the back of his little snout. And I'm going to leave the pointed side out so that it's easier to press into the melon. Alright, and then we're just going to place that right there where we have the little place where the root of the melon was, and we're just going to push that on. And if your toothpick pokes out, you can just easily well, one, you can just remove it, or you can just push it right back in. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to push that right back into our melon. And I'm going to push it in far enough to where you can't see it. And there he is so far. He's really taken shape. He's looking really, really cute. We're going to continue on and add his feet. I have my little red pipe cleaner that we're going to use as his little tail. And I've just twisted it around another little piece of a toothpick. And we're going to stick that right in the center of the back. And actually, if it's a little bit too big, just cut you off a smaller piece, which I'm going to do real quickly. And then we're just going to twist that around the back. And we're just going to push that right in. And I think part of the issue why it's not going in so easy is because it is a little bit more harder right there where that rind is, because that is where he was connected to his root. There is his little tail. If you want to cut part of that off, let's do that real quickly. And you're just going to twist that around your finger, a wooden spoon, a pencil, anything like that, just to give you that little curly cue. And there's his tail. We're going to use the other portion for a little mouth. And I'm just going to basically fold that in half. And you can leave off the mouth if you want. I think it's kind of cute. So again, we're just going to take some little pieces of Q-tip, or not Q-tip, good gracious, little pieces of toothpick and place that right in where his little mouth is going to be. Just like that. And then on the other side as well. And then you can just use a flat object to push that all the way in. Now we've got his little mouth. We're going to continue on and we'll do his little feet. Guys, so then we're just going to take his little feet and we're going to cut off a little piece of the toothpick, push it into his little foot, the top of his little foot, and then we're just going to push it straight into the melon. Okay, and we're going to do that for all 4 of his little feet. Press it right into that, right at the top, and then just push it straight into our little melon. And we're going to place in our fruit, and then we'll see what the finished product looks like. We'll be right back. Here's our little honeydew melon pig. He is so cute and very simple and easy to do. With this one, all you need is a knife and a melon baller, and you really don't even need the melon baller. You can see that I do need some work on my melons, but it looks really cute. We have his little feet and his tail, and you can fill up the back with more fruit if you'd like. But there he is, very simple and easy, guys. Don't forget to give him a thumbs up. Share me on Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social sites. Appreciate all the great support and comments that you guys give me. Really wouldn't be here if you guys weren't watching and rating. I do appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe. I have some great ideas coming up, as well as some great ideas already uploaded to my channel, so please go have a look at that as well. If you have any questions or comments or something that you'd like to see, please leave them down below as well. I will try to get back with you as quickly as possible. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Until next time.